Hey everyone, I'm Nate Savage.
And I'm Chelsea Amber.
And welcome to the Bar Chord Masterclass. Now, if you know anything about bar chords, you know that they are some of the most useful chords you can use and learn on the guitar, but they are also some of the most physically demanding and most difficult chords on the guitar. In fact, they're so difficult that they can make some guitar players quit altogether, and that is not what we want for you guys. We sent out a survey a couple months ago, and the number one topic that people struggled with was bar chords. So we decided to make this course and give you the things that you need, because there are some things that you can do to make this easier on yourself and ensure that you have success with bar chords. We wanted to give you those things and let you know that you can do it if you're willing to put in the time with them.
Yeah, and if you want a more cohesive experience going through this course, because the first module is complimentary, it is on YouTube, so you might be watching from YouTube, but we'd encourage you to make a complimentary account at guitarfam.com so you have a more cohesive experience, and you'll be able to post your questions to our fellow students and to us in our student forum.
Right, and all the rest of the 12 modules are on guitarfam.com too, so you can kind of purchase a la carte for a really reasonable price, or if you want to invest in the entire course, you can buy the whole thing there. It comes with a 140-page ebook, and it's going to be a really good experience for you as far as getting through bar chords and really mastering them. Also, if you're having trouble with any one specific thing, really quickly, you can go to guitarfam.com and book a private one-on-one lesson with me. The first one is complimentary, so there's no risk or obligation.
So before we get into the details and the nitty-gritty of how to play bar chords, we do want to mention a couple prerequisites that are really going to help you out with this course. So the first one is, if you haven't already, to go through our Guitar Foundations course. This is a really great course for beginners or people who are getting back into guitar, because there are certain things that you need to know no matter what style of music you want to play. So make sure you go through that. And when you do go through that, make sure that you pay special attention to the 8 basic open chord shapes and be able to switch between them and have some simple strumming patterns down. And all of those things are going to help you moving forward with this course.
Okay, the next little point that you need to be aware of, and this is, I'm calling this a prerequisite. You need to get your guitar set up if you haven't already done that. Getting your guitar set up just involves getting the action or the string height on the guitar as low as possible without having any buzzing. And I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting there in a private lesson with a student, or I get an email from someone and they send me a picture of their guitar and their action is just ultra high, and they're like, I don't know why I'm having trouble with bar chords, and I say, show me your guitar. They hold it up to the camera. The strings are just like this, right? Don't do that to yourself. That is going to frustrate you, and it's going to make this way harder than it should be. Take your guitar, or even call your local music store. If they don't do setups, maybe they'll have a number of some local luthier or repair person that does, and it's going to be the best 50 to 70, 80, whatever bucks you ever spent in your life, and it's going to help you ensure success with everything that we cover from here on out.
Yeah, I think that'll be the difference for a lot of people between quitting the guitar altogether versus actually sticking with it and becoming a great player.
And it has nothing to do with actually playing the guitar. It has everything to do with just using the tools of your trade properly. If your car has flat tires, the oil hasn't been changed in 6 years, and the belts are just on their last leg, it's not going to run well. You're going to be like, why doesn't this car run well? It's not reliable. Same thing. Just get your guitar set up. You will thank yourself later.
And the last point we want to cover in this intro is that everything hinges on your personal practice time. And we don't mean that you have to practice and try and injure yourself doing bar chords for 4 hours a day. That's not what we're saying. You can do as little as 20 minutes a day. Set aside some time and just work on it. Because you can go through this whole course, and if you never practice, it's not going to make a difference. And it's consistency. One example is if you're trying to be a bodybuilder and you go to, if you go to the gym once a month, even if it's for several hours in that month, but it's just once a month, you're not going to make any progress. It's about consistency.
And even once a week, if you're a bodybuilder, that's still going to be not nearly enough, because this is the most physical part of playing guitar for your left hand for a lot of people, or for your fretting hand for a lot of people, right? So if you go to the gym every other day, or every or 6 days a week, and you're a bodybuilder, you're going to be in good shape. Also, kind of on the topic of personal practice, it's going to be really important for you to schedule out your practice time. Otherwise, it's going to be easy for you to be like, oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, I'm too busy for that. And all of a sudden, it's been 4 days since you practiced. So take some time right after this video, 30 minutes, and schedule out your practice time for the next at least week. Try to hit the next month at least, because it's going to take some people, a couple months to get through this course. It's going to take some people a year to get through this course. It just really depends on where you're at as a guitar player. But if you schedule out that practice time, whether it's on your phone or your device where you schedule reminders on your calendar, or whether it's on a physical calendar where you actually put it up on the wall, that's going to help you practice a lot more and be held accountable to actually hit those practice sessions. So take a little bit of time right after this video to schedule out your personal practice time.
Yeah, as Nate said, it's going to take everybody a different amount of time to get through this. So don't beat yourself up about your pace. Just go at the pace that's good for you, and just celebrate every single win.
There's a lot of information in this course. It took me years of piecing things together to kind of get to where I knew everything that's going to be presented here. So it may take you a while, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, even if you get through half of the material in this course, it's still going to revolutionize your playing. And if you get through the entire masterclass, then you're going to be able to dominate the guitar in many different ways.
So, as we move through this, there are going to be specific assignments for each lesson. This one's really mild. There's nothing too specific that I want to throw at you. The main thing is that you just schedule out your practice time on a calendar or set up some reminders on your device. And
get your guitar set up.
Right, get your guitar set up. That's a really good one. Now, as far as the first module, this first module for the Bar Chord Masterclass goes, it's available and complimentary to everyone, whether you're going through it on the Guitar Fam website or if you're going through it on YouTube. And if you haven't gone and created your complimentary account on Guitar Fam, you can go ahead and do that there. It's a kind of a nice, cohesive place to go through that. And just go through the first module, get the basics down, and then you can purchase any of the other 12 modules kind of a la carte, or if you want to invest in the entire course, you can do that too on guitarfam.com.
Well, that's it for the course intro. Remember that you get out of it what you put into it. So we are going to get into the nitty-gritty starting in the next video. We'll see you in the next lesson.